So Thich Nhat Hanh is the godfather of mindfulness, and he says that when we're slow down and we're present in this moment, it connects us to all the magic of life, if you like. And I've certainly noticed my own mindfulness practice of kind of slowing down and being aware of what's going on inside me and around me does make things really interesting. I've kind of developed a new relationship with the countryside. I've always loved sunsets and skies. Who doesn't love a bit of sky porn on Instagram? But mindfulness can be hard. We're very busy people, so just stopping for a few minutes every day. I know that there's that saying, isn't there, that if you're too busy to do half an hour of meditation every day, you should do like 2 hours instead. But we're busy. We've got jobs to do. We've got bills to pay, mouths to feed. We've got to put food on the table. So sometimes it's good to build mindfulness into your practices. So every morning, normally I drink crappy instant coffee, because you just boil a kettle, sling it in a cup, and you're done. And I get my coffee fix that way. But every morning I kind of have I fill up one of these. This was my dad's mokka pot, and I make myself an espresso, and I have to do it and pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't spill ground coffee all over the place. And it just gives me a moment of pause from whatever I'm thinking about, my day ahead, that kind of thing. So first thing in the morning, my first cup of coffee I make with this. So there's enough in here for one extra strong cup of coffee for me to wake me up in the morning. But if I have to make coffee for more than me, if it's a weekend and my wife wants a cup of coffee as well, for example, I use this one, which is a bit bigger, but it's also quite a horrible, hateful mokka pot. I got it cheap, and you get what you pay for. And the thing is, if I don't do it properly, this thing spills out. When you pour it, it all pours out the side. So you have to pour it extra slowly, otherwise it spills everywhere and you waste your precious espresso all over the place. Also, if you don't fill it properly and put the lid on properly, when you're boiling it, hot steam and water spits out the sides of it, outside the side of it, and it just goes everywhere, and it's a pretty horrible experience. So when you're using this cheap, awful one, which I should really just chuck and get a better one, but I probably won't. But when you're using it, you have to really pay attention. And so in a way, having this kind of less than ideal solution to my coffee situation requests and demands that I am mindful. So I don't even have to think about being mindful. I can just be mindful by having these things that require a little bit of attention, and a little bit more extra effort on my part in order to get my cup of coffee in the morning. And just things like that, having things in your life that require a little bit of extra attention. We do a lot to make things easier for ourselves, to make things more kind of automated, so we don't have to think, so we can focus on progressing forward all the time. But actually sometimes it's good to have things that slow us down, like my hateful little horrible little mokka pot, which it doesn't even do 2 cups. It does just not enough for 2 cups, so you have to be really mindful about how you fill up your cups and everything. So in a way, I'm kind of grateful that it makes me pause. Having a little 2-year-old daughter who demands your attention all the time, she is addicted to iPhones, so you can't have your phone out when she's nearby, otherwise she's grabbing for the phone. So you have to put your phone in the other room. So it makes you pay attention. Just things like that. Cook your own food. Get away from microwave meals. Cook your own food. Stuff that requires that you focus your attention is a great way to bring mindfulness into your life, and it makes your world bigger. So there is a thought on mindfulness. I enjoy having a world that is so much bigger and more textured. Sometimes that requires effort, so I have things like this mokka pot and a child to make me focus on what's going on right here and right now. Tip for the day. There you go, top tip. Cheers.